Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for stopping by. And I'm so excited for today's video because guess what? e.l.f. Cosmetics is now available on Nykaa. Yes, you heard me right, and I am super duper excited for this video because you guys know I have been using e.l.f. Cosmetics since the beginning of my channel, and every time I say that e.l.f. should come to India, and now they are in India. So everything that you see on my face today, the majority of them are from e.l.f. Cosmetics. So there are so many products from e.l.f. Some are really good and some are like okay, some are like not worth the money. So in case you want to grab some e.l.f. products, which you totally should, then this video is going to be really helpful for you, because in this video I'll be sharing with you my recommendations, which you should get, which you should totally avoid. Also, I'll be creating this look that you see over here using a bunch of e.l.f. products. So yeah, before starting, if you are new to the channel, then hi, I am Neeta. I upload makeup, skincare and beauty related videos here on my channel. If those things interest you, then please take a moment to subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I'm currently on Nykaa's website. So let's just first talk about the makeup tools that you should totally grab from e.l.f. Cosmetics. First of all, these highlighter brushes. These are so good, you guys, and I have been using them since the beginning of my channel. You can go ahead and check my other videos out. I use them all the time. These are so soft. These are like the softest brush that I have in my collection. These are perfect for setting your under eye area, which I do often. I take these brushes and I just set my under eye area, and I also use these brushes for my blush. The shape is so perfect for applying your blush. I have used this particular brush to apply my blush today, and it is just perfect. They are fluffy, so they just distribute the products evenly. They are soft, so they do not cause any bristle marks. They are just perfect, and these are for like 600 rupees in India, and you should totally give them a shot. Next tool that I want to recommend you is their ultimate blending brush over here. Let me check how much it costs. Where are you? Yes, it's again for 800 rupees. This brush, you guys, it is so good for applying your foundation, your BB cream. This brush, you should get this brush. I think everybody should have this in their collection. You can use it with your liquid foundation, with your powder foundation. It works really well. The bristles are very nicely densely packed, you can see, and they also have a little bit of bend. You know, they are not like supremely firm like the Real Techniques one, and that is the main reason why I prefer this particular brush over my Real Techniques brush, because the Real Techniques one is way too stiff and I do not like that stiffness. I want a little bit of bend, so that when I buff the product in, I can create this kind of motion, and it's really helpful for applying your liquid products. And this particular brush, it applies foundation beautifully. It just blends everything beautifully. It does not leave any bristle marks, which is absolutely good. And whenever you use a foundation with a brush, it just gives you insane coverage. And I have washed these brushes multiple times and they do not shade, which is another EA. So you should totally give this a shot. And for powder, I can see this powder blurring brush. Again, it's for 800 rupees. This powder brush is to be very honest, I do not use this brush for my powder, because I prefer this kind of big brushes, not this kind of smaller brush. And you can see this brush, like the shape, it's like narrow like this. I don't know how to explain it. You can see this side is flat, but when you see this narrowness, the shape is really unique, and I use it for my bronzer, and it applies my bronzer beautifully. And I also use this for my foundation. Sometimes it applies my foundation beautifully. I do not necessarily use this brush for my powder because I do not like that. So you can grab this brush, but if you have this particular brush, that ultimate foundation brush, then I think you can skip it. But if you want to have both of them in your collection, you totally can, because these brushes are really good. And one more brush, this particular big powder brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics. It is so good, you guys. The bristles are really soft. I mean, in all of their brushes, the bristles are really soft, and this particular brush is my absolute favorite for applying powder all over my face, because it distributes the product evenly. And now for eye brushes, I highly recommend you getting their a blending brush. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics blending brush. It is so good for applying eyeshadows on your crease, for blending out your transition color, for applying eyeshadows all over on your eyelids. These brushes are really good, so you can totally give them a shot. And this sponge, you guys, oh my god, this is like the softest sponge that I have ever tried. It's not an orange sponge, it's a cream color, but I have used today on my face. So you know, this sponge, first of all, the shape is really unique, you can see, and it is really helpful for like blending out your under eye concealer, because it reaches right here on your inner corner and it's just perfect. It blends everything beautifully, and it is like marshmallow. It is that soft. So this sponge is a must-have, You should give this sponge a try and you will not be disappointed. And there is another sponge, e.l.f. Cosmetics Total Face Sponge. That sponge is also good, but I prefer this one over that sponge. That sponge is good, but if you ask me, I think I prefer my Wet n Wild sponge more than this e.l.f. Cosmetics sponge, and the Wet n Wild one is also affordable, so you can skip that one, but this is a must-have. Now let's just talk about the complexion product. First of all, e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Everybody, literally everybody on YouTube, on any other social media platforms, they just rave about that particular primer, and there is a reason why. I have raved about this particular primer since day one. Like, I did a full face of first impression and I used that particular primer, and I was like, oh my god, the primer, the formula is so good. It's like a putty form, of course. It is so creamy. It blends beautifully. It blurs out all your imperfections, but it's not like any other of your blurring primer, like the Lakme blurring primer. It doesn't give you that kind of effect, but you can see a noticeable difference when you apply your foundation. You just apply the primer. It also provides a little bit of hydration and tackiness that is perfect for like gripping your foundation in place. And when you apply your foundation on top of this primer, your foundation just looks so smooth and flawless. I don't know how it does that, but whenever I apply this particular primer, and no matter what foundation I'm applying, that foundation just looks flawless. So this particular primer has never ever failed me. It works really well with all my foundation. Next comes foundation. So I can see there, Flawless foundation retails for 800 rupees. Now, hear me out. I'm not saying that it's a bad product. It's not. But it's not like something over the top. It's not like something you have to have in your collection. I have tried this particular foundation. I like it. It's an okay foundation, but it's not something I often reach for. So I ended up returning it. I'm being honest here. I ended up returning it because I do not it's affordable, of course it's affordable, but it's not something that I have to have in your collection. You know what I mean? Like, I like my Maybelline Superstay one, Maybelline Fit Me one, my Wet n Wild Dewy foundation, as well as their matte foundation. Those are like a must-have in my collection, but this particular foundation, it's not like my ride or die, my absolute favorite. So you can skip it, or if you want to try it out, of course you can, but if you ask me, I would say you can skip it. Next is concealer. This guy over here, e.l.f. 16R Camo Concealer, and I have the shade medium beige with me. When it was launched, like, everybody, literally everybody was raving about this particular concealer, and it's a spot on due for the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I personally love it. I love my Tarte Shape Tape. I love this one as well. First of all, look at the big doe foot. Ouch. Look at the big doe foot applicator. It's really helpful for applying concealer underneath your eyes, and it's full coverage. It's like just 2-3 dots, you are done. But if you apply too much of this concealer, then it may become cakey, and you do not want that. So just apply a teeny mini amount right here on your inner corner and right here on your outer corner and blend it out. It will look flawless. It is full coverage. It does not crease underneath my eyes. It lasts all day long, and the coverage is insane. It's perfect for bridal makeup as well. Here is a drawback of this concealer that I want to point out. If you have really dry under eyes, then you have to apply a moisturizing eye cream underneath your eyes. Otherwise it may look a little bit drying, it may look a little bit crusty. I know it happens with Shape Tape as well, and that is the main reason why so many people actually do not like Tarte Shape Tape, because it is a bit drying underneath your eyes. But I have dry skin, my under eyes are not dry. I do not have dry under eyes, so I can confidently use it. So if you have really dry under eyes, I suggest you to apply a thick moisturizer or a thick eye cream underneath your eyes. Then you will just love this particular concealer. Also, it does oxidize just a tad bit. So if you are planning to grab a shade for yourself, just grab a shade that is a little lighter than your skin tone, because it does oxidize. Next, another magical product from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and this is the e.l.f. Hello Glow Setting Powder. I have the shade medium. This powder, you guys, you need to try it. You need to have it in your collection. This powder is so damn good, and I'm saying that it's so good because of the formula. The formula is so unique. It's a setting powder, of course, but it's not like your traditional setting powder, and let me tell you why. It provides a little bit of glow underneath your eyes. That's why it is called Hello Glow Setting Powder. It's not like shimmery or glittery. It's not a highlighter, but it still provides some kind of glow. Like, see, it sets your under eyes. Can you see? I hope the camera is picking it up. The very subtle glow that it provides, can you see that? It just looks so healthy underneath my, it just makes my under eyes look so much healthy and fresh. I think there is one from Laura Mercier that also makes your under eyes look a little bit of glowy. I think Laura Mercier has one this type of setting powder, but that particular one is way too shimmery for my type, for my preference. But this particular powder, it sets your makeup in place. It prevents your under eye concealer from creasing. It also provides a little bit of healthy glow. In general, it just makes your concealer look like your own skin. That's why I love it so much, and the formula is so unique. You should give it a try. Next comes bronzer. So I can see their primer infused bronzer. I haven't tried these bronzers personally, but I have tried their primer infused blushes and I love them. So I'm assuming that the product will be good, because I have seen Kathleen Light, she's raving about this particular bronzer. Also some other YouTubers rave about this particular bronzer. So I'm assuming that this product will be good, since their primer infused blushes are my favorite. I think the formula will be good, and these are again for like 800 rupees, so you can totally give it a shot, and I think this will be really good. I don't see any blushes on Nykaa's website, but if they ever launch any blush, you should get this one, this primer infused blush, and this is in the shade Always Rosy, and this is what I'm wearing today on my cheeks. These blushes, the formula is top notch. They are very smooth, they are not overly powdery, they are pigmented, they are buildable, they last all day long, and the shade is just perfection. It's like a mauvey pink shade, and it is so flattering on my skin tone. So if e.l.f. ever launches this particular product, just go and grab it and you will not be disappointed. And I think they will be launching this blush pretty soon in India. So yeah, if they do, just grab it. Next comes highlighters, and I can see two of my favorite highlighters here. One is of course the e.l.f. Metallic Flare Highlifhter. That is what I'm wearing today. Don't you think it's so pretty? Can you see that? Can you see the glow? It's just so beautiful. And look at the pattern. You can compare it to any of your high-end highlighters, but let me tell you, when you first touch it, it's really hard. Like, see, and when you use a brush like this kind of fluffy brush and you try to apply it, it doesn't really pick up any product. So you need to use a dense brush. You should use a dense brush like my Real Techniques blending brush to apply this particular highlighter. And when you first get it, just take a spoolie and just scrape off the top layer, because what I have heard that when they make this particular highlighters, they apply a wax on top just to press it perfectly, and that waxy label should be scraped off. So take a spoolie and just scrape off the top layer like this, and then you will have the prettiest highlighter ever. The formula is really good. It does not emphasize any texture on my face. It is really smooth. It just melts right onto my skin and it's blinding. Of course, you can tone it down and you can make it look a little more subtle if you want to, but I am a glowy beaming highlight person, so I like to apply it like this. I just love this formula, and I have the shade White Gold with me. You should give it a shot and you will not be disappointed. Again, this is not like your softest traditional highlighter. It's a bit hard, but don't let the texture fool you, because this formula is so good. You have to use a different kind of a brush or your finger, and you have to scrape up the top part. Then you will have the prettiest highlighter ever. Next is setting spray. This one over here, this is my second bottle. Again, it's affordable. It's only 700 rupees and it's around $6 here in the States. This setting spray is good. It's really good. It melts down all your powderiness and it just makes your bronzer, your blush, your base, it just makes everything work together. It just melts down everything. And it also makes your makeup long lasting. So this is a good one. The nozzle or the spritzer is really good. Like, see, it does not like hit your face, you know. This particular setting spray is really good. I love my NYX setting spray. I love this one as well, and it gives you kind of a natural finish. They have a matte one. Yes, they have a matte one. I have tried the matte one as well, but I prefer the regular one, the regular makeup mist and set setting spray. The matte one, if you have really oily skin, then the matte one is really good. I have seen people using that particular setting spray and they say it helps to control their oil secretion. I have used the matte one, but I have dry skin, so I do not use that one because it really makes my skin look really matte. So I'm assuming that if you have like normal to oily skin, then that particular setting spray is really good. Other than that, go for the makeup mist and set natural finish one and you will enjoy it. Now let's just talk about the brow products from e.l.f. I have two brow products from e.l.f. Cosmetics. One is this ultra precise brow pencil and I have the shade Cool Brown, and that is what I have used today. This particular eyebrow pencil, you guys, you have to have it in your collection. These are spot on dupes for the Anastasia Brow Wiz brow pencils, and let me tell you, I actually prefer this formula over my NYX micro brow pencil, and I'm not even kidding. Ever since I got this particular brow pencil, it has become my go-to. Like, I have an everyday makeup drawer where I I just take out products and I want to use those products in that particular month, and it has become a staple. Like no matter what, it has to be in my everyday makeup drawer. It is really easy to apply. The tip is so fine, so sleek, so it's perfect for outlining your brows. It's perfect for creating those little hair like strokes. This particular brow pencil is so good. The formula is very creamy. It's creamier than the e.l.f. one, but it just sets beautifully. It lasts all day long, and it also has a spoolie on the other side, so it's perfect for traveling as well. So according to me, if you ask me, I don't think you need to grab any high-end brow products, because nowadays drugstore has so many good options, and this one is one of them. Just grab this particular eye pencil and you will be good to go. You will not regret it. This brow pencil is so damn good. Again, I prefer it more than my NYX one. The NYX one I think is around 900 or 1000 rupees, but it is only 700 rupees. Just grab this particular eye pencil and you will be good to go. The another eye pencil, that is e.l.f. Cosmetics Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I had it right here, but anyway, I will put a picture right here so that you can see. That particular brow pencil is kind of okay. It's not like my absolute favorite. It's only 300 rupees. Like for 300 rupees, I think you can give it a shot. But the tip of that eyebrow pencil is a little bit like fat. Fat is it? So I cannot really use it to create those small hair like strokes. It also has a spoolie on the other side, which is perfect for traveling. Like for 300 rupees, it's not a bad product. I'm not saying it's a bad product, but it's an okay product. If you ask me to choose between this one or that one, I would probably choose this one. But again, it's 700 rupees and that one is 300 rupees. So if you are on a budget, you can totally give that brow pencil a shot. That brow pencil is okay. It's not over the top, but you can make it work. Since we're on the same topic, let's talk about their brow gel. Their brow gel is really good. I have used it in the past. I still use it, and I think I use the shade Deep Brown. Yes, I use the shade Deep Brown. It's so good. The brush is so sleek and it's really easy to apply. It does not make your brows look sticky. It just sets your brows and it just keeps your brow hair in place all day long. This is like one of the best affordable brow gels that I have ever used. This particular brow gel is so good and you should give it a try. When it comes to eyeshadows, this mini bite size eyeshadows from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Like, do I need to say anything about it? Everybody, literally everybody raves about this particular eyeshadow palette because of the formula. I mean, they have done a beautiful job with this particular formula. I have tried some other eyeshadows from e.l.f. Cosmetics in the past, like their 10 pan eyeshadow palettes. I love this formula way better than those formula. I think they have improved their formula, and this formula, you guys, you should give it a shot. I have another one. I think that one is in the shade Rose Water, and this is the shade Nude Truffle or Truffle. It's a cool toned palette, and cool tone is really in fashion right now. So if you want to grab just a very affordable eyeshadow palette for traveling or for your daily use, just give these eyeshadow palettes a shot, and they have so many shades to choose from. Like, no matter what your preference is, if you like warm tones, if you like colors, if you like cool tones, you will definitely get a shade for yourself. This particular formula is so good. The mattes are pigmented. Like, look at that black. Oh my god, look how pigmented these shadows are. And there is absolutely zero fallout. And let me swatch the shimmer. Look how gorgeous the shimmer is. See, this is what I'm wearing today on my eyes. The shadows are really beautiful. They are buttery smooth. I didn't have any issue with the blending process. They blend beautifully and they layer up pretty well. Each shade is pigmented, each shade shows up really well on my eyelids, and they last all day long even without any eyeshadow primer. You guys probably know I do not use any eyeshadow primer. I use my concealer as my eyeshadow primer, and they just last all day long. These shadows, you guys, you should give them a shot. These are so good. There is another bomb product that I want to recommend, is this e.l.f. Liquid Glitter Eyeshadows, and I have the shade 24K Gold and Flowery Body. These are a spot on dupes for the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows, especially the shade Flowery Body. It's a spot on dupe for Stila Kitten Karma, and let me tell you, I actually prefer this formula over the Stila ones, because first of all, the Stila ones are hell expensive, and secondly, mine just dried up pretty quickly. Like my have 3 of them and they dried up in less than 1 month, which is pretty disappointing because they are expensive. But these are affordable. They perform even better than the Stila ones. They just look so beautiful. I'm wearing Flowery Body on my eyelids today, and you can see it just amps up every look. And if you are a beginner, if you do not want to use loose glitters, and if you want something that is easy to apply, just grab these eyeshadows. These are so good, you guys, and they have 8 shades to choose from. Just get them. They are really good. Last but not the least, lip products. You guys, this lipstick, don't you think it is the prettiest lipstick, red lipstick ever? It's a very warm toned lipstick. I know my eyes are cool toned and my lips are warm. They are clashing, but it is what it is. This particular lipstick is so comfortable. It's matte. It's long lasting. The formula is so comfortable, and this is the shade Red Vixen that I'm wearing today on my lips. You should give them a shot and you will not be disappointed. They are beautiful. They are like one swipe pigmentation. Just one swipe. That's what you need. Just one swipe and it will cover up everything. And the applicator is really good. Like, see, this pointy applicator, it is really good for outlining your lips as well. So you do not need to use a separate lip liner. You can use this particular applicator to overline your lips if you prefer so. This formula is so good. They have so many shades to choose from. This particular shade is my absolute favorite. They are very comfortable. They are not sticky at all. Like, I'm wearing it today. They are not sticky. They are comfortable. They do not emphasize any texture on my lips. They last all day long. This particular formula is so good. So if you are into liquid lipsticks that are matte, that are comfortable, that last all day long, these lipsticks are a must have. So just get them. They are so good. Next is their lip glosses. You guys probably know I am not a glossy lip person. I prefer comfortable matte lips for myself. But if you are someone who prefers a glossy lipstick, then I would probably suggest you this e.l.f. Cosmetics Lip Laquer, and this is the shade Clear. Yes, it's a clear lip gloss, but it has got some color because I used to use this particular wand to apply it directly on top of my lipsticks. You should not do that. Just take it and apply some on the back of your hands like this, and take your finger and just dab it. Just dab like this, and see, it's done. And that way your clear lip gloss will stay clear. And if you ask me, you do not need like 50 different shades of lip glosses. Trust me, you do not need that. Just take one clear lip gloss, apply it on top of your any lipstick, and you will have that glossy smooth effect. You do not need tons of lip glosses until or unless you wear only glosses. Then you can have multiple glosses. But if you are someone who prefer a matte lipstick and who prefers a little bit of shiny lips sometimes, then just get a clear lip gloss, and you should get this one. This formula is so good. First of all, it's not sticky at all, and I hate sticky glosses. It's not overly sticky. It provides a beautiful shine on your lips. It looks so juicy. It makes your lips look really smooth. And this formula, it lasts about 2 to 3 hours. Then of course you need to reapply it, which is absolutely fine. I think it happens with so many lip glosses, so many high-end lip glosses as well. So if you want to grab one gloss, just grab this clear one. You can apply it on top of your any lipstick that you wear. If you prefer glosses, just apply one lipstick and apply this particular gloss on top, and you will be good to go. So just grab this one and you are all set. So those were the products from e.l.f. Cosmetics that I have tried, that I swear by and that I recommend. And the products that I did not mention in this video, probably I haven't tried them, or I have tried them but I do not think they deserve your money, so I'm not recommending them. But these are the products that I 100% recommend you all. And if you want to see any review of any of these products, then please let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be more than happy to do it for you. Like any long elaborated detailed review, just let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope this video was helpful for you. If you did, then please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. And if you are not following me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, then please do follow me there. All the links will be given in the description bar down below, so please go ahead and check that out. So yeah, see you soon in my next one. Till then, bye and take care. Mwah. Bye.